Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. I don't actually know.
No, that was right.
Was it?
Yeah, that was correct.
All right, whatever. I just
think
love
you got
bagel bites.
every single. I love bagel bites.
I love bagel bites.
Sometimes bagel bites have a little like sour taste.
What kind of bagel bites are you eating?
Sourdough bagel bites.
Probably.
No, I don't know. Like they don't have the flavor that I want in them.
I do know that the bagel has changed over time.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever had a bagel bite.
No.
Excuse me?
Because Ash eats bagels.
Oh, shut up.
Wait.
Canadian.
You've had a pizza roll.
Yeah, which pizza rolls are not as good anymore.
It depends on how you cook them.
You gotta cook them in the oven. Anybody who cooks anything in the microwave is a scrub.
Fun
you
fact.
have to cook shit in the oven.
Andy cooks Totino's
Oh.
pizzas in the microwave.
Oh, I know.
It specifically says, do not cook in the microwave.
I remember when we lived together.
Do not knock it till you try it. You can cook
I
that
have
thing.
tried it. It's a
rubber.
soggy
It is
mess.
so
It's rubber.
delicious. You
No.
roll it up like a burrito and
Ugh.
you eat the Totino's pizza that
I
way.
remember when we lived together, and it was like one of the first things. And you I was like, "Oh, when you making pizza?" I was like, "Okay." And you pulled it out of the microwave, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
What is he doing? And then I reach for the applesauce. You're like, what's happening?
Wait, do you dip that one in applesauce too?
I don't. Not often. No.
I do the
But for-
applesauce thing now,
I
though.
know.
But I only do it if I have it. But also, I only do it with like grocery store pizza, like
Yes,
really
no.
bready
That's
pizza.
why we did it, because initially when we first tried it, I was in daycare.
People who don't understand, Andy is an alien and literally dips his pizza not in ranch, in applesauce.
Applesauce.
So continue.
And don't knock it till you try it. Every single person listening to this, please dip your pizza in
Not
applesauce,
like
then try it.
homemade applesauce.
So here's my argument, okay? Okay. Number one, yes, you're right. It has to be store-bought. It can't,
Yeah.
if you dip your pizza in
Pizza Hut.
or, or Caesar's, it's not the same. It tastes okay, but it's not the same. You need that store-bought, like, cardboardy pizza, and for some reason, the flavors mix great. And for those that are still questioning it, a lot of you MFers eat pineapple on
it's
your
like
pizza,
pineapple.
and that's not that far from applesauce. Just imagine pureeing the pineapple instead and then dipping that, and it's not that far off. But it is delicious. It is the best mixture together, and I've gotten most of my friends to enjoy it.
I remember the first time you made me try it, I was just like, absolutely not. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. And I did it, and I was like, okay, it's not that bad.
It
Like,
grew on you, though, huh?
yeah, and so now I won't do it at home.
Right.
But if like we're eating that kind of pizza, I know you have applesauce, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Like,
hanging out, let's get some of that. So, are
Yeah.
you a ranch dipper though? Still,
no,
Interesting. Do you do anything?
to my pizza,
Yeah.
I just cram it in my mouth. I love pizza.
Fair.
I will dip it.
I love pizza.
I love like the buttery garlic, but the pizza
Right,
itself, no. But the
Okay.
crust, I'll dip whatever. Not ranch. I hate ranch.
I would say for the most part, I'll go applesauce first. I will do ranch most of the time, but I am a fan of getting extra marinara
Oh yeah.
and then dipping like my
Crust.
crust
Oh,
in
yeah,
the marinara.
heck yeah.
But I know some people, they just go dry on it
I'll
most
do
of the
it.
time. But I've never heard of anything crazy on pizza.
Like dipping it.
Yeah, applesauce is probably
The
up
weirdest.
there.
Yeah.
But like, do you guys know anyone that uses different sauces? Like someone that's like barbecue sauce every time, or honey mustard, or right jelly.
Oy.
Strawberry jam. No, like none of that stuff.
Not
is
that I know of.
something that I think about often.
Well, so now that this is the pizza podcast,
No, right? Okay.
So if you're stuck at home and you have weird combinations, let's try.
applesauce
try
ain't that
this one.
bad.
Pull stuff out. When I was a kid, we made cocoa and eggs mixed together.
Ew.
What?
So imagine like a cocoa mix that you would put in like a hot
I'm
chocolate.
with you. I'm with you.
And then make eggs, but then throw a little cocoa powder on it. It's chocolate eggs.
Ew. That's somebody's drunk in the kitchen.
We were kids, so close.
Oh.
Close. Yeah.
That's gross.
I know, I'm not going to lie. So that would be, yeah, as Ash said, a lot of people are on quarantine right now.
Yes.
Due to the craziest
COVID-19.
craziest virus
Can
ever.
we even say that? I mean, is it like Voldemort?
Yeah, you'd never say the word. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what COVID is at this point. We don't need to describe what it is. But yes, a lot of people are stuck at home. Schools have been canceled. Most people that had children in schools, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That you have to figure out.
And those of you who might be somewhat new to this podcast or whatever, we live in Washington State.
Yes, we're in the epicenter of the shit.
And I know we don't really say exactly where we live, but we are in one of the main counties that is being affected.
You just research it, you know exactly where we live. Right next to the old folks.
Yeah. So it's definitely a weird thing because we also all do very different jobs that have been less affected or more affected or whatever.
It's crazy.
So, it's an interesting thing because, every day there's some new thing that's going to pop up on Facebook saying we have new restrictions or we have whatever.
Yeah, this is closed. This is shut down. Next thing we'll have the military come in and quarantine the state.
I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. I think that as more businesses get shut down, it's only going to take. I mean, I get up in people's grill all day long.
Get up in people's business.
So I think it's only a matter of time. If I haven't caught it already,
right?
We all will.
This is the creepiest thing: is that sitting in this room, we could all be in an incubation period of 14 days and not know it, or
now
longer,
it's 30 days.
Oh, so 30 days,
right?
And we have it.
Well, now if you cough in public, people look at you like you're typhoid Mary.
I know. I've seen videos where they just shoot them.
Well, or get stabbed in the neck over a pack of water bottles.
Yeah, you're just ridiculous.
Well, and then you have so now also it's seasonal allergy time. So I have seasonal allergies. Right. So now I'm in public
Yeah. It's just any
and
type
people are just like, oh my god.
You get her.
And now people are afraid to cough.
I know. So you're holding it in,
right?
Yeah, it's crazy. So now, I was gonna say with
that being
quarantine,
with people being, people aren't quarantined in Washington State yet. People are saying self quarantine. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Obviously, kids are out of school, so there are people who are technically stuck inside with their kids. So we kind of thought we would throw out a couple really good shows you could binge watch. Maybe some that are less family friendly, some that are maybe a little bit more family friendly.
They're all R-rated. Recommend.
Well, I just mean some shows.
Game of Thrones with your 8-year-old tonight.
He won't ask any questions. I just mean maybe some that'll be your kid won't really ask too many questions.
Sure. I wish I'm the type of person when I watch a TV show, I don't remember the bad stuff that's in it. So if someone's like, lots of sex and swearing, I'm like, totally went over my head. I don't know. I enjoyed the show. What do you want me to say?
It doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, because I'm not a weirdo.
Well.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Over in Europe, they don't care.
No, they don't.
Well, they might care. They care more about violence than they do sex.
Yes.
But over here, it's more no violence. No, sorry. No sex, but violence is okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right, for the
somebody
most part.
Somebody can get their head chopped off, but if you show boobs, it's
my 11-year-old saw somebody get his head chopped off, or whatever. They're like, oh, that's cool. That's considered an e-game.
Yeah.
I mean, a teen or whatever.
Yeah.
But he saw a nipple. God forbid.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of ridiculous. But that is not what we're talking about today.
Not God. That's for sure.
So, I'm a little lost here just because I haven't really dove into it yet. I've got a crazy backlog of video games and a lot of movies that I either want to rewatch or ones that I haven't seen yet. Mm-hmm. So do you actually have things that you would recommend?
Shows?
Yeah, recommend
Heck
to people?
Well,
dude, Spitfire.
I love movies, but I love shows. I'll watch shows all day.
That's your jam.
And so when I think of binge watch, I think of stuff that in a few days you could either watch all of it, or just blow through a ton of it. I mean, you have between Netflix and Hulu and stuff that you have 1,000 crime shows. If you're into true crime, now's the time to be stuck at home. Any Law and Order, any Forensic Files is on Netflix.
What's the last show you fully binge watched? I'm talking
start to finish.
You sat on the couch, you started it, and you finished everything within a couple days.
Well, sometimes it's not a couple days, but there was 2 shows. So I watched 30 Rock because I love that.
How many seasons are in 30 Rock?
I want to say between 6 and 9.
Okay.
Okay. I could be wrong. But so 30 Rock I love. That's got Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin.
Yep.
It's a comedy. And then I also finished CSI Las Vegas. That has like 15 seasons. It's on Hulu.
That's a lot of TV.
It's
because
nuts.
they're hour episodes, aren't
Yeah,
they?
like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But 30 Rock is their half-an-hour show, so
See,
it's
that's
like
so much easier
it's
to
a
get
quick
through
one.
because then it's actually they're 20 minutes, right? Or are
22 or whatever.
Yeah. See, I always loved that. Like an episodes of Friends is like 22 minutes long.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
see, Friends is
without
another
its-
one that
yeah.
you could totally binge right now.
No, is it still on Netflix?
I think-
No.
I thought they
Oh,
pulled
sorry,
it.
I lied.
I pulled it.
I don't watch Friends.
That's
so I don't
actually
know.
a hot button for people right
But,
now. They're like, "Don't you take my friends away."
I've watched CSI a million times, and then, like, for me, Parks and Rec is always one that I'll go back to and watch.
I'll go back to The Office.
Parks
I'll
and Rec
watch
has
The
a ton of
Office.
seasons, but The Office is exactly the same. Like, and those are ones that I would say would be more family friendly. Would be like The Office, Parks and Rec,
Yeah.
and some 30 Rock. Some of the stuff might be questionable, but like, if your kid is kind of in and out or around, your kid's not gonna be like, "Mommy, what's that?" Like, it's
Right.
just like funny conversational humor, and it's not gonna be anything like.
Well, and Netflix has a kids option,
yeah,
right?
but ain't no adult want to watch anything on there.
Well, I don't have a choice. My
Well-
3-year-old dictates what we watch on the
Yeah,
TV all the time.
That's your problem. That's your problem.
Daddy Blippy, Daddy Blippy.
Oh God.
That's not even Netflix. That's
You
just
could
YouTube.
binge watch Blippy.
Yeah, Blippy. If you ever listen to this, man, I'm coming at you.
But I mean, and then I guess I would say like more like drama stuff. Like I don't know.
Are you still talking for kids now?
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
I'm just talking in
transitioned.
general.
Okay.
If you want to watch drama, Parenthood.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
Like
that is a good
best
show.
drama. Like if you don't mind crying after every season, like
No thanks.
best drama I've watched on Netflix. Like period.
I keep confusing Parenthood with This Is Us, and that's a different show.
Oh, it's
I can never get into that.
yeah,
that's different.
yeah, that's a different show. So This Is Us is the
Mandy
guy,
Moore with the crock pot.
Yeah, yeah, and the guy from Heroes, but with a mustache.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, Parenthood has the guy from 911. Did you ever
Peter
watch
Krause.
911?
And it
Have
had
you seen
Dak
it?
Shepard in it,
I'd have to see
and
it.
like Lauren Graham.
Is it a comedy?
No, it's definitely a
Oh, you
drama.
said drama.
Yeah.
It has comedic aspects to it, but for the most part, it's a drama.
Yeah.
How many seasons are there?
2, 3, or 4, right?
Oh, way more than that.
Oh, okay. I know I only watched maybe 10 or so episodes with Ash, but every time I saw it, I was like, I'm into this. This is a fun
Yeah.
show. It's a good show.
Oh my god, is it not on Netflix anymore?
See, sorry guys,
Sad.
bad recommendations.
Bad recommendation.
Should have checked it.
Another one that I would
I'm
say.
so sad right now.
I know a ton of people watch it. Is Grey's Anatomy? That show has a bajillion seasons.
I didn't realize how long it was because
It's
they've
still
gone from
on.
like their early 20s and now everybody's like 50 years
It's
old
still
on that show.
on.
There's still love stories and,
And
they're still
then-
like spatting as if they're
Oh,
23
yeah.
years old.
A couple other shows that I love that are both still on TV, but there's a ton of seasons that you could watch. Is Bob's Burgers and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, see, Ash used to binge watch Family Guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Simpsons fan, but some people don't dig Simpsons.
But
and
if you have Disney Plus,
yeah, Simpsons is on there now. Now wait, before we recommend that, did Disney fix the bullshit of them editing the shows?
I don't.
Disney was pulling certain things from episodes that they didn't deem appropriate anymore.
Oh, I don't know.
So I mean,
haven't
if
watched
you're a
it.
fan of censorship, then you shouldn't have a problem.
But then, I mean-
but if you remember the episode, you're like, wait a minute, that wasn't in there, or that
Oh.
was in there before.
I never watched it that
I
much.
heard that it had changed a little bit, but I don't know if they've corrected that because a lot of fans were frustrated.
Pissed.
Yeah, of that thing.
Yeah,
It just hit me in my head.
in your head.
It hit me in my brain. The last show I binge watched. So I
Yeah.
sat on the couch from like 8 o'clock in
Yeah.
the morning until, I don't know, it might have been 10 o'clock at night, Making a Murderer. I legitimately binge watched
Oh.
that one. I never got into season 2. But that one
It's
was
not
one
as
of them
good.
where you were just like, no way.
The
Like
first
every
season of
episode
Making
was
a
a
Murderer
great
is like.
cliffhanger.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
good.
pretty interesting one.
Andy
as
likes
well.
to make fun of me because I will watch anything about prison on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah. Wentworth.
Oh my god, Wentworth
I
is
know
so
you
watched
good.
Wentworth.
So Orange is the New Black is really good, and if anybody out there likes Orange is the New Black, watch Wentworth because it's like the New Zealand version of Orange is the New Black.
is.
But I thought it was so much better.
I like the characters better.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll have to watch it because I liked
Wentworth
Orange
is
is New
fun.
Black, but I hated Piper.
yeah.
Is
But
Piper the
they-
blonde, like
yeah,
the main?
the main
But they
girl,
basically
yeah.
used her as a vehicle to tell these other stories.
Right.
Which I get.
Yeah.
But like, I couldn't stand her. Like, I'm sorry, you committed a crime. You're in prison. Like,
Right.
you don't get to bitch about it. Like,
Yeah. Wentworth is not funny though. Like Orange is the New Black
Yeah.
has comedic. Like
Yeah.
Wentworth is like drama, but it's like dark and grittier.
Yeah, but
like
it's cool, but it's good.
Yeah.
And the
Interesting.
editing and the music is fantastic. Like way better than Orange is the New Black. I
Oh,
loved Wentworth
all right.
when it came to like pacing and the feel and that type of stuff. I only got into about 6 episodes of it, but Altered Carbon, if you're a sci-fi
I've heard
fan.
that's really good.
And they just came out either with the new season, and I'm pretty sure it has Anthony Mackie,
Yes.
the Falcon, in it. Well, he's not the Falcon, but Anthony Mackie from Avengers
Yeah.
is in it. But that's a really good show as well. That's a cool show, but you have to be into sci-fi.
Yeah,
if
but
you
I
wanna-
mean,
yeah.
like, speaking of Avengers, like, I'm not trying to be like a Disney Plus shill, okay? But like, if you have it, which most people freaking have it, you can watch the entire. Here, go online. You look up a thing that says Marvel movies in chronological order, and you can like do the watch where you start
Yeah.
at Captain America, and then you watch it in order. And like, that's awesome. You can watch all the Star Wars movies in order.
Do you like watching it in chronological order versus how they were released? Because how they were released had reveals in a
Yes.
certain way and reason.
Yes.
But if you watch them in chronological order, there's some things that are like, wait, but I thought he was.
No,
Yeah.
I don't really care either
You don't
way.
prefer,
We just
yeah.
thought it would be fun to like go. I just think it's fun to like, now that I've seen them all, I'm going to watch them in order.
Right.
Like, same thing, especially with like the Star Wars movies where you could start with like even just Rogue One and then you make your way through like A New Hope.
Dude, that's always been so hard for me to watch something like
Oh.
Rogue One that's amazing.
And the Darth Vader scene at the end, you're like, oh my God!
And like the
And then you-
filmmaking, and then all of a sudden it moves to like,
A guy with a fluorescent light bulb tube. Like, huh.
yeah, he's like,
Yes.
he's like, I lost all my skills from the last movie.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago, I was killing you guys. And
yeah, I can do
now-
like jumps and flips, and now I can just move it left and right.
Yeah, that is hard. But it is the way that they ended Rogue One.
Yeah.
Is really cool to just like have A New Hope just like ready to go, and then you pop that in. It's like, okay, that's pretty great. It quite literally
Starts right after.
right there.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah,
like
that ended up being a really
it's
cool
like, okay, that's really cool.
way to do it. See, Rogue One was one of them that kind of everybody was like, that was a change of pace. I enjoyed that, and there wasn't Jedi in it, and it was like a fun,
Right.
like new,
It's just like a side story.
right.
I really liked that.
And then you had Solo, which you enjoyed Solo.
I did not.
You did not like Solo, and I have not seen it yet.
Well, you should watch
I
it.
have the movie, and I have not put Solo in yet. So.
You should watch it so we can talk about how bad it is.
Okay, fair enough.
Honestly, if it was just kind of like a smuggler story,
Right.
it wouldn't be that bad. But it's it at its whole, you're like, I don't care. This is weird, Han Solo. I don't care. But if it was just kind of like in the Star Wars universe
Right.
about a group of smugglers, maybe it would have landed differently.
I see.
But so that movie was supposed to set off this whole thing where like they were gonna make side movies about like Lando Calrissian, Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Right.
and how badly that movie did just halted everything.
I'd watch a Chewie movie all
But
the way through.
how well The Mandalorian has done.
Yeah.
They were like, get Donald Glover back on the phone.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
Ewan McGregor back on the
right.
phone. Now they're doing these things.
Oh, because
So-
Obi-Wan Kenobi, didn't they just do a teaser? Or
They're
is that
doing it
fake?
now.
No,
They're
no,
doing
no.
it.
No, a teaser. Like, I thought they did a trailer. Teaser trailer. Am I wrong?
I think they did like a teaser trailer, just like being like, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, this might happen. Or this, yeah, soon. So
They're
do you,
doing it.
Do you recommend,
Probably.
if someone's stuck in their house right now,
Oh.
rewatching Star Wars? It's something people have watched 1,000 times before.
I think if you've seen it a ton, no. I think there's so much other stuff you could watch.
I was going to say, I think this is an unprecedented time.
Hell yeah.
where
Some
you
people
don't
are
get
stuck in
this-
their house
yeah.
for the next
I would
month
say
and a half.
watch stuff and play stuff, video games too, if you're
Hell
a video
yeah.
game fan, that you've never touched.
Why not?
Yeah.
Like-
I think now's the time.
Because for me,
Yeah.
you know, I have maybe 2 hours at night
Right.
that I get.
Yeah.
And like, sometimes I don't want to try something new. I
Right.
don't want
I
to watch something
understand
new.
that,
I
yeah.
want to watch something that I know that I like. Oh,
Yeah.
another one to binge? Psych. I freaking love that show.
You have talked about that
Hilarious.
show for a long time.
I know not everybody likes it, but it's good. If you like just kind of like fun, quirky cop dramas, it's fun.
Is Dexter still on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
So
Also,
have you
Chuck is a good one if you like quirky crime
I like
dramas.
Chuck. I can't see Chuck as anybody other than Shazam now, though.
I really like Shazam. He
Yeah.
looked a little plasticky.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I think he was supposed to.
Well, he also bulked up for the role too.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he's just like Ben Affleck in like a muscle suit
So if you
in
were
the show, but
if you were gonna be stuck at home, because
Yeah.
we'll talk about games in a second.
okay.
If you were gonna be stuck at home for the next, let's just say 2 weeks, like couple
Yeah.
weeks.
I absolutely am. Yes.
Your work has
yeah,
changed.
yeah.
None of us are diagnosed at this point. Just
Yeah, we're-
any
yeah,
family
we're good.
listening, we are not sick.
You are currently
Um,
safe.
But if you were currently stuck at home
Yeah.
and no kids, no nothing you had to handle, what would be the first movie, series, or TV show thing that you sit down and pop in?
How much time do I have?
I said 2 weeks.
2 full weeks, no kids.
I'm just saying hypothetically, if you
I
were
would-
stuck at home and you had the opportunity
Yeah.
to start something, what would you
I
start?
need to watch and finish The Hobbit.
Really?
Yes.
That's what you'd waste
Well,
your time on?
I haven't seen it. So part of me's like,
Not good.
okay, so now I'm debating that I would
I'm just
watch
playing.
that
That's
movie.
a fair answer. But
I have not seen The Hobbit. So backstory.
Yeah.
Hobbit was like one of my favorite books as a kid.
Yes.
I had the animation, like the old animated show. I'd watch
Shit.
it over and over and over again. Lord of the Rings came out, and I didn't.
Lord of the
I
Rings.
didn't know much about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I only knew about The Hobbit. I was probably 12 or something like that. And that's not when did Lord of the Rings come out?
I don't know.
What year?
I don't know.
That wasn't in the 90s. That was in the 2000s. Right?
It doesn't matter. Don't matter. Keep going.
Okay. Regardless, though,
Yes.
I wasn't a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I was a Hobbit fan. So they made Lord of the Rings, and I was like, "What is this shit?" Like, I was like, "Who are these elves and these people and this? This is not
Yeah.
a thing."
Where's
I remember,
Bilbo
Where's
Baggins?
Bilbo Baggins? So when they were doing the Hobbit, I was like, "Yes, I love that story." And they were like, "We're gonna make it 3," and I was like, "It's not
You
that
are? You're
long."
gonna what now?
So and I'm in watching either the second one in the theater or something like that, and I fell asleep.
Oh no.
So I feel bad that I haven't given its due, but I own the movies. So I need to just, it's one of those things, it gets done, it's checked off the list, and
Sure.
then I can move on.
I think that's fair.
Other movies, though, there's so much stuff that I've missed. Like, I have not gotten to see, like, the newest Godzilla. Like, I haven't
Yeah.
gotten to see, I mean, and I like one and done. So
Yeah.
I'm not a TV show person as much. I definitely like to, like, enjoy a movie, ingest it, have fun with it for a little bit. Then I get to go take my break, walk away.
No, I think that's fair
Think
though.
about it. Man, Parasite.
I want to watch that.
I know. I haven't seen it. I bought it on Blu-ray. 'cause
Oh,
I
you
was
bought
like,
it?
Yeah, I bought it. I was like, I know I'm gonna want to see
I
it.
just grabbed Crawl for my dad. I want to watch it. It's like the alligator one.
Oh yeah.
I love just like a creature feature, and so I'm really excited to watch it.
I feel when we worked at Blockbuster, there was so many of those on the wall.
And I watched all of them.
I'm pretty sure like crabs killed people in one.
I'm willing to bet.
There was spiders and crabs and alligators and was there ever a killer goat? You remember a movie with a killer goat?
There was
Of course you would remember. Yes, yeah, absolutely. I think it was out in
there
1997.
it was called Black Sheep. There were sheep that killed people.
There was some
that was
really
a horror movie.
dumb shit.
It was dumb. Ashley, if you were stuck at home, like no kids, no husband, no nothing, you could watch whatever you wanted, TV, movie. What would you watch?
She does that already.
No, she doesn't.
I tend to go
I
for
digress right
cable
now.
first and see what's on.
Yeah.
But if I had to like pick through like movies, like physical movies that we had, I always get drawn to like Joseph Gordon-Levitt movies.
Yeah.
Like
He's
if I'm going
very
through old ones
pretty.
like Brick, The Lookout,
Oh,
like I just want to watch him.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll just watch Joseph Gordon-Levitt for 2 weeks.
See, you're somebody that's like you're committed to the actor you like, and so you'll watch what they're in.
Absolutely. I will watch a crap movie that they're in if I have them.
Will you watch Batman because Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in it in the third one, or did that one like no, I'm good.
I forgot he was in it.
Right?
Oh, Dark
He's-
Knight Rises?
Yeah, he's
I
Robin.
wanted
Bad.
him to be Nightwing.
Oh, spoiler alert! He's Robin.
That movie's like 10 years old at this point.
I wanted a spin-off with him as Nightwing.
If they would have done it, I
Hell
would have
yeah.
absolutely watched it, and Christopher Nolan would have done a bang-up job. Like, he would have done awesome. But that didn't happen. And now we get friggin' Pattinson.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know if I'm on that bandwagon, but I said that about Affleck, and I didn't hate Affleck as Batman.
He worked as an older Bruce Wayne.
He worked as a weathered Bruce Wayne.
It worked. Honestly,
He's my favorite Batman, Bruce Wayne.
It worked for me. So,
yeah, I actually feel bad not watching television shows because there's probably so much stuff that's really good out there. But when it's a slow burn, it's hard.
well,
But
you're definitely.
but now is the time to do it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
another one. If American Horror Story, there are
Oh. I
was
so
gonna ask
many of
that.
those
That
on
is a
there.
good one.
Like each season's so different. If you know, I don't like circus stuff. Don't watch Freak Show.
I
Like,
don't like circus stuff.
like if you know, oh, I always
Clowns,
like.
get out of here.
You know what I mean? Like if you're like, ooh, I always love weird like witch horror movies.
Yeah.
Watch Coven. I liked that one way more than I expected to.
What? Okay. So get me on track here.
Yeah.
The first one,
Murder House.
it was just a haunted house.
Essentially.
Second one was a circus.
No, second one was Asylum.
Oh,
That one was so
they're in
good.
like a hospital or
An
like
insane asylum.
Okay. Then it was circus.
Then
Then
it
it
was
was
Coven.
Oh my god, then it was the witches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Or the- or whatever.
Louisiana. They're witches.
Jeez, man.
Then it was Freak Show.
Then it was Freak Show,
And now
Then it after
Then it
Freak
was
Show,
Hotel.
it was Hotel.
which
Then
is
it
the
was,
one with Lady Gaga.
that one wasn't
Oh.
that bad.
I don't even think I finished it because I just got tired of it.
Then was it?
Then it was Roanoke, which was like another haunted house.
But that one was actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because it was set up like, on like A&E they do like a haunting where a
Yeah,
real
oh,
person's
yeah,
talking to a camera
yeah.
telling their story. Then you have the dramatization.
yeah.
Like it's set up like that.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, watch that, but also watch
well,
The Haunting.
that one's weird. It's weird.
No. Watch The Haunting.
Oh, a haunting.
Or A Haunting.
That
I
show?
think that was it's called. I think it's on Netflix if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It is real people recounting things that that has happened to them and then
Ashley's
they
shaking her
reenact
head.
them. They reenact them. Ash will not watch it. Like it freaks her out that much. It's messed up. Like some of that stuff is really, really freaky. I'm a fan when it's not episodic. So I like stuff that can stand alone. So I'm a big fan
Oh.
of Black Mirror.
Or like, what about like the first couple seasons of X-Files, which is another great
Oh,
one
yeah,
to binge,
yeah.
by
I
the
mean, you
way.
Still, yeah, but their characters still like have a progression.
Yeah.
Mulder and Scully. And
But
stuff
the
like that.
first couple
Yeah.
seasons, especially, are like Monster of the Week.
Yes,
so, like,
that's true. That's
Every
true.
episode, it's just kind of like, and then oh dang, I'm thinking of so many other ones. Supernatural, that's so good.
yeah.
Like especially in there is an overarching story of like them looking for their dad, but like in the first few seasons, especially in the first like 2 or 3 seasons, it's like what weirdo monster are we looking for, or
Right.
what like thing.
It's all the same characters, though, right?
Yes.
Around this thing. See, with Black Mirror,
It's
new
totally
people,
different.
new story, and it's like it's digs on culture and
Sure.
society, and is really cool
so
to
then like
watch.
Twilight Zone.
The problem is, it is very Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
The problem is, you have to get through the first episode.
Oh, is it
If-
bad? I've never
yes,
watched
if
it.
you don't get through the first episode, and like a lot of so I'm spoiler alert. The first episode, it's about a prime minister that gets blackmailed into having sex with a pig,
Yeah.
and they film it and they force him to do these things, like they're holding somebody for ransom or something like that.
Oh.
So you watch it and you're like, oh man, Black Mirror's like really weird and like sex with animals and like, so a lot of people I think were turned off from it. Like a lot of people were, this is like the
This is the
style,
pig
this is
fucker
what's going
show.
yeah, the big fucker show. And so a lot of people didn't give it its due, but if you go and you watch the next episode, the next one,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, this is like mind-blowing experiences. Like this is
Yeah.
a really cool, it's a nod to a lot of the things that are like eating our ability to be social right now in this
Sure.
world. And so it's cool. If you get a chance, I would say Black Mirror is one. If you just want to throw an episode in, it won't hurt you not to watch the whole
That's true.
series.
That is nice.
So,
Because
yeah.
sometimes it does get
Yeah.
frustrating when I'm watching a show and like they'll talk about something that maybe I missed in the last episode and it's just like, oh, what?
That's why I always love recaps. Like a
Oh,
show that's
hell
like
yeah.
last time on
Yeah.
they used to, so I was a huge fan of Spartacus and they
Yeah.
would do that. So before they would like tell you what happened before, or
Oh, you did like Spartacus.
no, I love Spartacus. I thought it was so good, and then the actor died.
died.
And it made me really sad. Andy Whitfield, and he
Yeah.
was awesome. And they changed the character, and no matter what you do, it's not the same.
No.
It's not the same. But on top of that, Game of Thrones, also
they always-
gives a really good recap of what happened previously, so you don't feel lost.
That's
Yes.
necessary.
Because there's so many
Game of
characters.
Thrones,
with
and
Game of
I mean,
Thrones.
obviously, like Game of Thrones is such an easily bingeable one. Like
that's a big one for
it's
people
a
that
time
have never seen
commitment.
it.
Yes,
If you got 6 weeks right now and you're stuck, now's
Game
the
of
time
Thrones,
to
baby.
get Game of Thrones in. I would say that would be my number one. Watch Game of Thrones if you have not seen it at all, or, and I'm going to speak for myself because I've only seen season 1, Stranger Things.
yeah.
I would get Stranger Things in as well.
Get caught up. When you were saying like the previously on, it made me
Oh,
think
yeah.
of when we used to play Pathfinder.
Oh.
And I'm like previously on Pathfinder.
Yeah, we had a little D&D party for a while, little crusade
It was fun.
going.
It was just hard to keep doing it.
It's always hard to get together and that type of stuff too. So is that's just Netflix? Is Hulu have anything specific to Hulu
Yes.
that's worth
They have a
it?
ton of their own content. I just don't know what. Like on Hulu, there's CSI. That's where I've been watching CSI. They also have Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They also have Bob's Burgers.
I also looked, and Parenthood is on Hulu.
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
They have Parenthood. I know Amazon Prime is where I watch like Chuck and like Bones and Psych especially. That's where I find Psych.
Right. See, I have a problem with Hulu. The commercials are insane.
See, we just have ad block, so every so often it's just silent for a while. The commercials are nuts.
I want to say
It's
it's like
nuts.
6 breaks.
It's a lot.
It's
maybe,
ridiculous.
Maybe even more, and they're like 3, 4, 5-minute breaks,
Yeah.
maybe longer sometimes.
So the thing that bugs me was originally
And
Hulu.
you pay for Hulu.
Originally Hulu was if you want to watch it for free, you got to watch ads.
Right.
And you might not be able to watch the episode the next day.
Right.
But within a few days you got it. Then it was, but if you want to pay, you can get it immediately and no ads. And it was like, okay, it's worth my $6 or $8 a month,
Sure.
whatever. But then then it became, maybe we'll give you like one ad in the beginning, but then you don't have to watch any more ads. Okay, fine. Now it's, well, we're going to give you regular commercial breaks and maybe more. Like,
I
but
think
then,
Hulu's worse.
It is.
than
But-
cable
And then
television,
it's,
but
well,
I
if
might
you
be wrong.
want, you can pay for ad free.
See, it's so
And
crazy.
it's like, bitch, I already paid for ad free.
Yeah, well, that's just it though. We've already talked to this. They're turning it back into cable.
Yep.
Again, so you can't get away from not having cable anymore. Now you just pay for individual networks.
Yeah.
So
okay. Part 2 of my question.
yes,
If you were stuck at home for the next 2 weeks,
yeah.
no kids, no family you had to deal with, just your toilet paper, fort, and you, what game would you play?
Ooh.
Or games, whatever. Like, I'm just meaning like,
I mean,
like with a ton of content.
Yeah, my backlog is so.
I know.
Full.
I just mean, here, I
But
don't think you're understanding my question.
Oh. For other people.
Like,
Yeah.
what game would you recommend
Yeah.
that just has tons of hours of content that you can play through that you don't have to, like, huge games that you could play forever? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but so you're talking like the 40 to 80 hour.
Or even just a game that you're just like,
any
dude,
RPG.
Andy's making this really complicated.
You are.
Personally, I would throw in Tomb Raider.
Okay, that you could get a good, like, couple days out of it.
Sure,
Absolutely.
that's different. Yes, that's different. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like
Or if there
I
was,
want a full week's worth.
No,
of
if there
game.
was a game that you knew, God, I could play that freaking game forever. Like, any game that you could recommend that has just a shit ton of content playability.
Honestly, if you have not played God of War on PS4,
Okay, that's what I mean.
God of War 4 on PS4, like the game is probably about 20 hours long.
That's great.
And that is perfect for somebody you want to get into it. Some RPG elements, but that story is awesome. So if you again, if you're a game fan,
Do you have to have played the other ones to understand
no,
that?
that's the coolest part. So
Okay.
it gives you nods to the old one, but if you never played it, you're not going to be that lost.
See, because I haven't
Yeah.
played the other ones, and I do want to play the new one.
I think it's good for you to just start the new one then, and
Yeah.
you're not going to. You need to give the old ones a shot,
Sure,
but everything gets dated,
sure.
right? So if you play any game,
You're gonna be like, these graphics
it's
look
like
shit.
OG Xbox, GameCube, and back, most people are disappointed in what
Yeah.
could be offered. 360, PS3, I think people still are like, okay, right? Like,
Yeah,
I
couple
can,
years old.
I can play this. I can play Dishonored again. I can
love
play Alan Wake again, right? So there's a lot of games I think that don't get directly affected by it. But I would say if you've got a bad backlog, like play all your current stuff. Like,
Sure.
just get it done, right? And
Sure.
my backlog is so gnarly that I play some of that before I play any of the current stuff. And I have a problem with internet, if you didn't know.
What, you do?
Yeah. So
I've never heard that before.
I cannot download anything. So it's been an issue.
Uh-huh.
Also, you might be quarantined, but it's probably okay to see your friends too if you want.
Not always.
Okay. If your friend is sick, don't see them.
Actually, I feel like if you're both confirmed, have a quarantine party. Man.
Yeah, have people come over and just COVID it up.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
you'd be fine.
No, I think I would probably say like
Flagged.
depending. Yeah, we're kicked off the internet. Depending on what kind of game you want to play. If you want to play something, like if like exploration-y, I think
Yeah.
the Fallout games are great. The Witcher's great. Skyrim, but then even like if all you have is like a 360, play Fable. Like, I love those games.
Yeah, I would say stuff that's like
any RPG, man, you're
open
gonna play for a
world.
while. Oh yeah.
Open world. This is a good time, like Red Dead Redemption, right?
Well, and
Like-
then you also have like Animal Crossing coming out really soon.
Yes, that's
a
true.
huge game.
Yep.
But Red Dead Redemption's perfect for that. Like,
Yeah, it's just open world, so much to do. You know you haven't done every mission.
Right.
Just have some fun with it.
but I
yeah.
think if I knew I was gonna be stuck at home for the next while, the one I'd recommend is Stardew Valley.
You love Stardew
I
Valley.
love
You've
that
talked about
game.
that a lot. Yeah.
It's essentially like it's Harvest Moon Animal Crossing-y, which is funny because I don't care for either of those games.
Yeah.
But it's got so much content, and like you're planting crops if you want to, and you're having like personal relationships with townspeople if you want to, or you can go mining, or you can go do other random crap. And I get really tired of like all these games now coming out with like, oh, they're supposed to look retro.
Oh, yeah.
But like that one works. It's legitimately fun.
Yeah. That's the problem right now with that stuff is everybody, it's an indie developer, like they went that route, like
Yeah.
that 16-bit graphic
Yes.
look is almost exclusive with indie development games.
I'm
It's kind
tired
of
of it.
interesting. It's interesting that they went that way. But yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff that I need to,
Well,
that-
dude, even Stardew Valley, you can get on your freaking phone now. Like,
I would even go, even if it wasn't my backlog, I would literally play Halo all over again. I would literally play Gears of War all over
Yeah.
again. I would play a Call of Duty game. Like, just if you have time to kill, man, there is so much
the
stuff.
Lego game.
Or how many hours did
Oh.
you spend collecting Joker trophies?
Oh, yeah.
the Batman
I would say, yeah, if
games.
you're a Batman fan, now's the time to go get
Oh
them
my
damn
God.
Joker trophies. Riddler trophies.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. I just betrayed my
Man.
own game.
Those
I
are so
sorry, I
good.
misled you.
Yeah, you
Or
did.
throw in, if you have a Switch and you haven't played Mario Odyssey, you are missing out.
Oh, I would
That
say
is-
staple games.
That's
Get on them.
I think that's my favorite Super Mario
I
game.
agree. I agree with you 100%.
Get all those moons, baby.
Get them moons,
Like,
baby.
That game is so fun.
Also, if you have not collected 120 stars from Super Mario 64, now's the time. Get on that
There you
shit.
go. You got options, people.
You need a perfect game on that thing, or you ain't played Mario 64.
Dude, I'm sure we're missing 1,000 more.
There's so many more. I would actually like to know from others too. Hit us up on our Instagram page and let us know what games.
Let us know, like,
Yeah.
when you guys, or let us know what you're playing if you're stuck inside. Or, like, if you have kids at home with you, what are you guys watching that maybe somebody else with kids might watch? I know if I had children, we'd be watching Scooby-Doo.
Well, I don't know, Raggy.
No.
That's bad.
That was bad, man.
Okay, do it.
No.
Oh, they called me out, and neither one wants to try it. All right, that's right.
Scooby-Doo.
I remember this day.
There you go.
I'll
I did
remember
it.
this day.
Hey,
Scoop.
Yeah, like, let us know what you guys are watching, because
Yeah.
I'm interested, because, like, I know anybody who follows us on Instagram, my coworker recommended I try watching Schitt's Creek, and I started
Right.
that, and
Yep.
I think you get a couple episodes in, but it's really interesting. It's funny, but it's not like slapsticky, dumb comedy funny.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of Arrested Development,
Okay.
but it's a little bit less zany.
Ash and I got into a show, and unfortunately, they canceled it.
Always.
But it was, and I don't even know if it's available. So if anybody can find it, but it's called The Worst Week.
Okay.
And it is a really, really good show. And I don't know why it was canceled, but it's like this guy, he's literally having just the worst day of his life, and things get progressively more and more terrible. And these crazy, unrealistic things start happening to him. But it's it's really interesting. Another thing, Ash and I last night, for no reason at all, watched a Netflix original movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, that one where he was out of jail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it good?
With Post Malone.
It is. It was so hard. So we finished the film.
I want to watch it just because I like Post Malone.
Okay, spoiler alert.
He's in it for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the whole trailer.
He's in it
I
for
know.
5 minutes, but twice over. So you get him 2 times.
Posty.
Once in the beginning, once
That's
in the
what
middle.
I said when he came. I'm like, oh, Posty.
So we finished the movie, and I look at Ash, and we're both like, something was off on that movie.
Yeah.
Like, it was okay, but something's weird. And the best way I can describe it is like a made-for-TV movie and a Hollywood blockbuster had a baby.
Sure. It
And,
would have been a
like,
Blockbuster exclusive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, but the filmmaking is weird, and like out of nowhere, 70s and 80s rock just starts playing
Oh my
in the
God, I gotta
weirdest
watch
scenes.
it.
And it seems like the scene is supposed to be progressing, but like nothing's really happening in it, but still like rock and roll music's
That's
going
so weird
on.
because I feel like Mark
And-
Wahlberg has been like hitting it lately. Just like
It's weird
decent
for
movie,
him to
decent
do
movie,
this.
decent movie. Blockbuster exclusive.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
but Mark Wahlberg wasn't bad in it.
No, he was
Oh, okay.
okay in it. Yeah, he was okay in it. There was a counterpart to him, like his supporting actor that he's a roommate with, and he's like got out of jail too, and he's practicing
Who is it?
MMA. We don't know. We don't know who he is.
McRandoson?
I don't know his name. So anyway, when it happens though, there's no backstory. So like you meet this guy and you meet Mark Wahlberg, and the only backstory you know is he went to jail because he beat up another cop. And then he meets
it.
these other people, and you don't know what they're about, how he knows them, what their relationship is. All of a sudden, he's just this roommates with this other guy, and you're like, okay, what? Can you tell me more? And then they never tell you more, and then it just moves on with the story. So there's no character connection and stuff. So,
That means to me that he agreed to make somebody's cousin's movie so
Yeah.
he could get some other movie financed.
yeah, something like that.
Well,
for
so
sure.
watch that movie maybe if you want to.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say, now's the time to not regret, right? So
No.
if you're gonna watch a movie and you can be like, "Oh, that was a waste of time," no, it wasn't. You can't
Right.
do anything.
You
else.
have nothing
Like,
but
yeah.
time, baby.
Yeah.
And sometimes in a perfect situation, you're getting paid to have nothing but time.
Fair enough.
The one that I would say we watched recently was I watched Jojo Rabbit,
Okay.
and I loved it. So I'm not spoiling anything here.
Yeah.
It's World War II. This little Hitler Youth boy. He's the actual Hitler
Oh,
Youth.
that movie. Okay, I'm
He-
with it. That's Scarlett Johansson's in that.
Yes,
Yep.
and Taika Waititi. He
Yep.
directed Thor Ragnarok.
Yep.
He actually won an Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay for this.
Oh, okay. So it's worth it.
So it's a little boy, and he has an imaginary friend like everybody else does, but it's Hitler, and
Okay. All right.
but it's Hitler from the brain of a 10-year-old boy. So he's kind of like weird and zany, and
Goofy Hitler.
They're like running through, but like imagine if a 10-year-old boy created this
Yeah.
person, he'd be kind of weird.
That's so strange.
And I loved it. There are some parts that like you're like laughing, but then there are some parts that are tragic.
Was this a normal release, right?
Yes.
Theatrical release?
Yes.
Okay.
Seriously, you guys got to watch it.
We'll watch
It's
it.
so good.
We'll watch it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're stuck inside, obviously you have a million things, but like tell us what you're watching because we're going to get stuck inside too.
Yeah, I want to know.
So,
Tell me what's up. Tell me what we should play on games.
yeah, tell
me
us what
we
to
should-
watch, tell us what to
Yeah.
play.
I'm down for sure.
But yeah, I mean, stay safe
and be
out
safe.
there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Don't buy 80 rolls of toilet paper because it's not a symptom of coronavirus.
And if you do, please give it to other people that need it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to.
No, do it.
Just because you're low on toilet paper,
Do not
you're
have
concerned.
13. Give it to us, please. We need toilet
I
paper
already
right
told
now.
you I'd give you some.
Awesome.
But yeah, wash your hands.
Or touch your face. Just touch your face.
No, I figured out the best way to not touch your face. My coworker told me, and I was just like, genius. Full face of makeup.
Oh yeah, but that's
Full
that,
face of makeup, like whole meal deal. You're not gonna touch
to
your
be
damn
fair
face.
I
and
still touch my
realistic.
face.
That
Oh, I
is
don't.
great for women, but most men that aren't wearing foundation right now,
Andy, I hook
what
you
do
up.
we do?
Yeah,
I
girl.
hook you up.
Oh, so they're telling you right now, go to your lady, guys, if you're listening, ask her for
Or
some
your partner.
foundation.
You don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, or go to whatever,
I don't know.
gals, pals, and
Just put a whole face on. Who
Put a
cares?
whole
You're
face
not
on.
gonna touch your face after
So,
that.
okay, so everybody turns into Texas
I
Chainsaw
took your
Massacre
face.
Leatherface.
I put his face
on
my
my
face.
face.
Don't worry, because nobody will see you because you can't leave your house.
Perfect.
I got a mask on.
You know, self-care. Do some face masks. Take a bath. Wash your hands. You know.
Take a shower, please. For the love of God, take a shower.
Yeah.
No, I
let's
mean, like,
just-
not even because of the coronavirus. Just
take a
please
shower. Perfect.
We want to just make that end real awkward for you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
So-
guys for listening.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. Please follow us on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And you can listen to us on YouTube and
Spotify. And wherever you can find your podcasts.
yeah, we're going to get on that. Get
Awesome.
it going. Thank you guys for listening and hanging out with us.
Goodbye.
Bye.